My hat! And we're going to continue to the top of page 6. So, top of page 6, you're going to grab what you just built, which is this here. And motor's on this side, so notice the orientation. And this is going to need 2 of these brass bushings. So you're going to need 2 of the brass bushings, 1 plastic bushing, and now you're going to need that large plastic gear. So the plastic bushing, this you need to grease. So you can apply a little bit of grease in here, which I will do. And the grease is so that this can spin. Now, after that, I'm actually going to grease the face that's going to come in contact with that bushing. All right. And this one is now going to be installed. And notice, this is keyed. So once you set it there, accidentally fell out of my fingers, you can also use needle nose pliers, but you don't have to. All right, so that is keyed, and it just goes in there. Once you have that, now you're going to need some ceramic grease for this here, for the spur. And you just need a little, don't overdo it, and then just a little here. This is where the brass bearings are gonna sit. All right, so there's that. Now we can take these and we can seat them. And that one sat nicely, and that one as well. All right, so here we go. We have both of them. So now that both brass bushings are set, we can go ahead and install, and the gear is going to go to the right. As you're looking at the vehicle here, it's going to go on this side, so the teeth will face left. And now that I'm in here, I'm actually just rotating this just to get the grease and even coating on all the teeth. And that looks good, feels good. Perfect. All right. Now we can actually continue on with the arms. So still on page 6, for the arms, you're going to need this parts tree. In this parts tree, you're going to have 1, 2 arms. And I'm just going to twist off again. And actually, these are the front arms. You're going to need these here on the side. These are the arms that you want. So let me go ahead and remove the correct ones. And these I probably should use snips. I'd recommend using snips on this. All right, so I have those 2. And now you're going to grab the other parts tree, and you're going to be taking those out as well. Now, I do recommend snips. At this point, to be honest, it would take me longer to grab them than it would to actually help me cut. But once I do this, these I'm actually going to trim with my knife. So you want to remove that extra material. And it's very easy. Just grab a blade, line it up, and then it'll just cut. There we go. So we have the arms. Now you just have to match the arms. So you actually have a larger and a smaller arm. And if you notice, there's no marking on them left or right, and they look identical, each pair. Now, you use the large arms on the bottom, and the smaller arms are going to go on the top. And that's something to keep in mind. And when you orient these, let's see. All right. These are going to determine your wheelbase. So you're going to want the short wheelbase. So let's grab this arm. And you're going to place them this way. Here we go. All right. And these you're going to match. Now notice, once you install the bottom, there's no way you can install the top one wrong because it won't fit. So you will automatically know, and it has to go this way. There we go. Perfect. All right, now we have the arms. So the only thing that we need now are these plates here. So for those, you're going to have to grab a completely different bag, which will be this one right over here. And you're going to take those parts out. Now you will be able to easily tell this bag because of all the hexes in there. But the parts that you want here are, you want that rear component, and then you want that front component, which corresponds to this parts tree right here. Notice you have this one and this one. And the other bag has it as well, so it doesn't matter. I'll take that back. So either one. And I'm just going to twist. So you're going to want this one, and I'm going to go ahead and trim. There we go. And this one as well. This one doesn't need much trimming. There we go. Good. And this part here is the one that goes back here, and this is the orientation. So notice this little notch. This little notch is going to be facing towards you. And then this part over here, notice these little indentations, these grooves, these are going to be facing toward you as well. So this will line up this way. Now for the arms. The arms are just going to sit in here. So we take 1, 2, buckle my shoe. So sorry, I just had to say it. Mount this on top. And this is telling me, oh, this is why. There we go. All right. So it's just going to go right in this little gap between these two components. It'll just go in there. And then once you have that, now you can slide the top arms. And here we have the top arms. And we need, from that same parts tree, we need that rear part, this part here. That actually came off pretty nice. So we will go here, and the arms just go in those holes. And this will go here, and then this will just fit here, just like that. And we do need all the screws. So I'm just going to set this down like that. And now we're going to look for the screws. So the screws that you're looking for these long ones, and you're going to need these MA1, 2 of those. Then you're going to need 1 of these slightly shorter ones. And these screws are going to be this bag over here. So you have 2 of these, And that's all I have, just the two, so there's no confusing those. And then I'm going to need one of these, and there's only one. So you cannot make a mistake on that. And I'm going to use my number two, so my number two driver, PH2, if you're wondering why I keep calling it 1 and 2. That's the reason. And these two are going to be the lower ones down here. It's going to go here and there. And then the shorter one, which is the silver, that's going to go on top. And I'm actually going to start with the top one. Just going to get it close, and then I'm going to drop the other two in. And now they are all tight. So all three of the screws are there, and this plate will not fall out easily once everything else is fixed in place. Page 6, to complete this little section, you're going to need these right over here. So you're going to need these wheel axles, and there are four. They're the same size. So here for this kit, for the mount, they're all the same size. So you don't have to worry about longer, shorter. This is for a different model. All right, so you're going to grab these, and as always, you're going to have to grab different parts trees for these parts, and the ones that you want are these here, the ones with nothing on the edges. So these are easy, just twist off. That came out pretty clean. And then you're going to need this parts tree, and then just twist off, and that is it. So these parts trees, you can place them off to the side. Now you're going to need two bushings, and we have the two bushings, and you're going to need two of the axles, and we have them here. So now all that you have to do is just grease, and you're going to grease right there. That's where the bushing is going to sit, and I'm just, oh, that's too much. See if I can pick some of that grease up. There we go. That's one. Let's grease up number two. And there is two. Perfect. Now we're going to apply some grease to the bushing as well. Just a small little amount. And that's going to go in there. And now I'm going to do the other one. And this is going to go in here. All right. And now at this point, just going to grab one, and you're just going to place it in here. I'm just spinning it just to get the grease. There we go. That's one and two. Good. And that is all you do.